size was good. I can just say, in our case, the room we were in was just separated by, you know, kind of a thin wall, and the group next to us, it sounded like there was a comedy show going on there because they were laughing, and at times it got difficult to hear. But I'd say the number of people there, perfect.
I do, as I said in an earlier answer, I think there's always a trade-off between if you have the audience is too large, then you can never get through all the questions. It's about the perfect size. I think you can actually engage the audience correctly. So I think the kind of numbers are about ideal actually for a productive but not an overwhelming conversation.
Yeah, because I just have been the moderator of a roundtable. Yeah, we got around 12 people. It was pretty great, and having a private room for the roundtable is really a great achievement.
It was okay. We had about 20 people in there, so we always have a distribution of very active, very interactive people and the more quiet people. But with that group, you can really work over 1 hour and work out nice insights into current problems.
It's been a good split, right? So the one that I ran had about a dozen in it, and I think that's a pretty good number. Anything less than that, I don't think is enough, and anything more gets kind of chaotic, right? 6 on 6 each side of the table. Really good amount of conversation, really good amount of personality. I think that's the number that we're looking for, and it's pretty much what I've seen.
Yeah, I think if you go any larger than it is, you'll shut down the discussion because it'll just be too many people. But and if you go too small, then there won't be enough diversity of opinions. I think the size today is very good.
I think the size roundtable is adequate. It's good. We have it around 15 people or so, 20 at most. So I think it's great. I think every section I've been to is just the right number. In fact, some section where we might have an overflow, but it's still a good size for discussion.
Yeah, I think the size is good. Somewhere between 15 and 20 people. If you have less than that, then you don't have enough like to carry through the conversation. You get a lot of train of thought discussions. And if you have too many, then you're all over the place. You really don't get a chance to focus. So I think the size is appropriate.
Just about right. No, it's a decent size. I think a little bit smaller could be more intimate, but I think it's. But smaller, you wouldn't get the same diversity of opinion in there as well. And I think so. I think you've hit it fairly nice.
It's not so big that you get lost in the discussion, and basically everybody at the table got an opportunity to talk. So I think that the size of the discussion is very good. The content of the discussion and the duration of the discussion is very good.
Yeah, I think that if you got it much bigger, you might get a suppression of people. You know, you might get a few people dominating, but as it is, I thought it was a pretty good size.
Yeah, I think the size of the roundtable discussions has been very good. It's enough people to have momentum with the conversation, with the discussion, but not too many so that you don't feel like you're sitting on the sidelines. There's a lot of head-in discussion, everybody's attentive and contributing. So I think the size is really good.
Ideal. Enough to stimulate the conversation and not just have people monopolize the time.
Yeah, no, it's good the distribution also. The fact that you have to group in advance and make sure that you have the right people in the right room, in the right size, the right
And the other thing is the diversity of the people attending. You have the biotechs, the virtual biotechs, or after large pharma, so you're getting a mix of opinions.
Yeah, I think it's quite good actually, because which I think is a good way to start in general, whatever topic of a discussion, we start to go roundtable, everybody's present, introduce himself, share quickly their experience about the topic of the discussion, and just going through that take half of the meeting. Pretty much. So I think it's a perfect set. Now we are about 10 people, something like this. I think I don't think we should get more people. I think it would be too many. Because then I think just few people will start to monopolize the discussion, and many more people will not say a word. Okay. So I think here it's just perfect. It's big enough. You can get enough ideas, a sample of expertise, and not too big either, because then I think too many people will not even get the opportunity to talk. So I think it's perfect. I think size.